Alright guys, hopefully BLM here, back another live stream. Okay, cool, it is working. I actually got my headset to work the first time this time, so that's cool. We have so much shit to talk about. There's obviously a lot going on. I didn't expect there to be this much going on. Like obviously I knew about Australian Survivor, I knew Big Brother obviously, but I did not expect 49 casts today. I thought that'll be like at worst a week from now. Also, I'm shocked that well, I guess there's like other stuff I have to talk about, but again, we'll get to that when we get to that. Also finishing Minecraft story mode tonight, probably. See how this goes. You get a prize for being the first out of the Big Brother draft? No. If anything, that should like disqualify you from being in any draft ever again. But yeah, Savannah's Caspo slays. Yeah, I think Savannah's very mother. Definitely get that vibe from her. Yeah, I watched that, the Terran reaction, which I agree. It is just, I don't know. It's like it's just gotten worse, the Riley Cat relationship. And it's weird how the show is like showing it as like lovey-dovey. Like it's very weird. By the way, so just playing dad. Yeah, not great. Like I think her just like letting go of David to begin with was just the incorrect call. So okay, if you to fully talk about this, not fully talk about it, just to bring it up. Yeah, the spoilers are right so far. Again, won't talk about what the spoilers are for Aver's World, but they are right up to the third boot. Which again, I'll probably talk about at the end of stream. We'll probably do a spoiler section, but yeah, I am surprised that episode 2 played out the way it did. Where I am surprised that David was just legitimately the first boot from his tribe. Like, I was not expecting that. I was expecting, like, an idol play. I was expecting, like, something... And I guess, too, for something crazy did happen. But, like, I don't know. I was expecting something, like, kind of grander, like, in the vote itself or whatever. Like, I thought, like, it would be, like, in a more insane vote than a spot where, like, he technically would have just been voted out if it wasn't for George doing what he was doing. I don't even know where I would rank George, because I think George played awfully. Like, I'm debating putting George at the bottom, because, like, George gets saved seemingly at the last second, during the David boot, completely out of his control, and then also is, like, still tricked by the entire tribe the second time, too, to where I do feel like George played, like, the worst possible game he could have played. It's like he survived the tribe, but, like, he wasn't even supposed to coming into tribal. And even then, technically, the majority of the tribe still wanted him out. It's just that Kirby was able to get, like, Sarah to do something against her own best interest. He made it further than expected still, yeah. Which, again, I thought it would be because of an idol. I'm shocked he survived the first round of gameplay.
Thank you.
Yeah, he almost voted himself out, too, yeah. Yeah, I mean, like, the thing is, George was screwed either way, like, 100%. Like, he was doomed, with this, like, tribe, it's, like, these specific people or whatever, to where it's insane that he even survived over David. Like, I think that in its, like, own right is just kind of insane that happened. But, like, I still think he played, like, as, like, suboptimally as possible. Or, like, again, like, if I have him at the bottom of the ranking, which I'm thinking about doing right now, it's not because, again, like, he was never in the majority, and because, like, again, like, because of how he gets taken out, like, specifically. It's more so just because of how he actually plays within all that. Because, again, I recognize, yeah, he was fucked to begin with. He was screwed. Like, he had no chance on this season. But he does everything wrong outside that. Where it is actually kind of funny that, and to be fair, again, like, that is pressed to their threat level, the fact that David and Rob were the first two boots of their tribes. But like, I think the fact that, like, Sarah was even willing to let go of David, it is due to his threat level. Like, obviously, again, should David have done more, like, reassuring of Sarah? Probably, I don't know if threaten is the right term, but, like, should have, like, definitely been pushing a bit more to Sarah. Yeah, he definitely didn't play that optimally, but, like, a lot of the reason why he does go there is because he is looked at as such a big threat. Rob is like kind of not as much. Where like I think Rob probably does more like actively wrong, but I also feel like he was coming in this in not the greatest position, but to first like yeah, him being the first boot is kind of insane though.
Sugarcane.
Will their first wait, oh, be all men? I mean, it'll be funny. Like it does look like I thought this like coming into season 4 everything. That's like, yeah, it just feels like a season that would be like run by the women. Like it feels like there's a lot of like similarly minded women on this cast of like women that want to be working with women. And with the women also having the majority just at the beginning of the game on both tribes, like it did feel like that was going to be the case, especially on the World Tribe, especially with like Parvati and Suri together. Big Red Power Ranking. I'll be honest, I have no fucking clue. Which, by the way, this week will be the mid-season power ranking. At least intended. I'm not even 100% sure I'm going to be able to get it done on Friday, if I'm being honest. It will be this week either way. It's just a matter of like, will it be Saturday or will it be on Sunday? There's a chance it comes out late, but we'll see.
This one should give me a blue star.
But yeah, like I think Vince, like I do have Vince 1 on the last power ranking I did, which was like earlier today. But I still don't feel great about Vince long term right now. Like he's probably in the best position in the house for the short term. In terms of like he has a lot of influence, or at least he has the potential to have a lot of influence. Again, he's in another spot now where he's still not utilizing that influence. Where again, he 100% should be keeping Morgan around, and I do feel like he's not doing enough to try to do that. Where I believe last I've seen he isn't doing that, like at least over Riley. He like kind of gave up on that fight, which I think is bad. Just going home tomorrow night. Mickey probably, almost assuredly in Mickey if she doesn't win. If she does win, then probably Morgan. It's actually kind of a weird spot where I think it's actually more likely, like, so Riley should be safe no matter what, but I actually think Riley has more of a chance to stay against Mickey, right? Despite the fact that Mickey would go home against Morgan, and Mickey probably does go home against Riley too, but I think he actually has a better chance of going against Mickey. And that's largely because of Mickey. Like, it's insane that we're in a world where Mickey is, like, trying to keep Riley around over Morgan. Like, that is pretty insane. Mazers Canada. I thought it was okay. It was decent. Did have a double pass.
Hope this isn't stupid.
But yeah, Avo wins.
Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, I would really just like to know why they love Riley so much. Like, Riley sucks. Like, even like, and obviously I'm not like in person with Riley, but like still, it's like just like watching him, like he just sucks. Like, I don't know why you like this guy. Where it's not even like a Jackson situation, where Jackson like obviously had like a decent amount of influence in the game early on, but even then, like, people didn't like Jackson. Like, people weren't talking about, oh, Jackson's such a great guy. Like, a lot of people didn't fucking like Jackson. Where like this is a spot where like legitimately most of the house just loves Riley. So I really just don't get it, but whatever, I guess. By the way, this is the end of the game. Like, we're like almost done with this game. I just didn't want to stay up super late to finish it last time, but I will probably be playing the Astrobot DLC levels after I finish this. A vs. World has been good. I think episode 2 was actually like a legitimately great episode. Episode 3 was good. Probably on the same level as episode 1 to me. But I think episode 2 is probably the strongest of the 3, but I think all 3 of them were pretty good. Again, there's already a lot of hyperbolic talk about how like this is the best season of Survivor ever, and it's like, again, it is good. It definitely is on pace to potentially be one of the best seasons ever, like if you keep its trajectory. But again, am I like already saying that this is like better than Heroes vs Villains or whatever? No. Expecting to be a top 10 season, it definitely has the chance to be. I mean, I think it's a good start. We'll see how everything plays out. More of a dictator, Mickey or George. Wait. Oh, I'm dumb. I think I just did the wrong one.
Sweet.
Or maybe it was the right one. Whatever. But I don't know. Who's actually, because like with Mickey, because like I think with George, it's like part of it is like a joke, right? It's like I think he recognizes that he's like playing it up for the camera. Where like with Mickey, I don't think Mickey is playing it up for the camera. I think this is just legitimately Mickey. Don't I need a different colored one, or does it not matter? Yeah, whatever. We'll see.
Okay.
Who's screwing both tribes? I mean, like clearly one of Tommy or Tony on the world. I think like the thing is like in-game position, I would say Tommy, but like I feel like obviously edit-wise we're just getting so much more of Tony. And then was AU Tribe. AU Tribe's tougher.
Now there.
Yeah, it's really tough because like we just don't know where like Luke and Janine go.
Wait a minute.
Because like it's essentially a spot now where like I think Luke and Janine, or at least I don't know, because again, like how much do you believe the preview and everything? But like it seems to be setting up like a Kirby Sarah battle, right? And it's like where's Luke and Janine gonna go in that?
Hey, I did what I had
Because
to
like I
do.
assume Shawnee's gonna stick with Kirby, you would think.
We've come too far to second guess ourselves.
You can send Tommy home
And
for
we
purple
can't
edit,
let
true.
anyone get in our way,
Wouldn't be past them.
even if it's a bystander.
How much did my opinion of George drop out this season? None. It's the same.
You're right.
I mean, this is essentially just what I expected from George. Just we haven't like been able to see it play out yet. But like to be fair, he was pretty screwed coming into this to begin with anyway.
Really.
I
mean, come on.
Is that a thing? CBS is taking down Riley clips? Well, that's
Yeah,
even worse then.
A bit of a taste for combat.
Like it's weird because like
Right here.
I do wonder like do they just love Riley? Like where like I'm not talking about the cast. Now I'm talking about production.
You're welcome
Because
back
like
here when this is
because I
over.
actually didn't even like fully comprehend this until I was listening to the RGP podcast from tonight. Like I kind of forgot about the notion of like why is Riley and Kat getting this edit? Like America and Corey didn't even get this edit. And like they end up being like a real relationship. Like Bren and Rachel were portrayed as a joke on their season. Like it's weird that like those relationships, which end up being real relationships, and like it's like those are portrayed like negatively. Yeah, like this relationship of Riley and Kat is like portrayed as like oh my god, they're so in love. Riley's such a great guy. Like it just sucks. Would lawsuit from it? I mean, like, would they win that lawsuit? I'm pretty sure they wouldn't even win that lawsuit. Like the Jeffrey, like if Riley's mom wanted to sue them, it's like they wouldn't win. Like the contracts are so tight on Big Brother. That's like there's no worry there from a contractual standpoint. Vince says people are scared of Riley in the house. Yeah, I did see that. Which like, yeah, are they scared of him because of his like outlash after the Mickey takeover? Like, is that a thing? But even then, like, people just seem to love him, though. Like, people don't talk about him as, like, I don't, like, I'm scared of what Riley's gonna do if we turn against... They talk about him as if they just, like, genuinely love the guy.
Just what I needed.
Or, like, I don't think Keanu is scared of Riley. I think he legitimately just loves Riley for whatever reason. Like, I don't think Ava is scared of Riley. Like, she's clearly, like, not scared of other people, but I just think it's, like, a spot where, like, she just seems to like Riley. My opinion of David hasn't changed as a player. Yeah, like, for me, it's, like, I feel like with this season, my opinion will likely not go down on most players. It's just a matter of, like, will it go up or not? And I feel like with both George and David, obviously, it didn't go up. But it didn't really go down either. And actually, to be fair, I should probably clarify that.
What was that? See that
I think that's the case with people that have played multiple times already and have big reputations. I think when it comes to like Cass, maybe my opinion of Cass as a player will change.
Let's get inside.
Even like Rob Bentley, like maybe my opinion went down like slightly. But I think for like someone like David, who again this is his 3rd time, has a massive target on his back coming in. This George 3rd time, massive target on his back. It's like it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, Kirby's definitely on the rise. I think this has been a very good season for Kirby so far. Where, yeah, just very impressive. Her being able to pull over this foot on David. Which I also think is a good move for her also. Considering David's like, because it's essentially a spot where like Kirby. So yeah, the worry coming into this season is the fact that Kirby had a connection to Luke. Like she had a connection to Luke through, they used to be co-workers. Plus also she had a connection to George through like going to parties or whatever. But I thought because of the connection to Luke, she would be more on like the David camp. And also should have been a spot where like the David camp was just too big to get like to do anything, like because it should have been David, Luke, Janine, Sarah as like locked for David, and then like Kirby would be a tag along. But the fact that Kirby was able to like upend that power structure and actually get like one of David's own people to flip on David is pretty insane. Yeah, I do question that too. I don't know why she's more loyal to Sarah than Shani. Like I do wonder if it's like a like does she just look at Shani as a bigger threat, like in endgame position. But then again, she also doesn't know who she, like, and I think that's the thing about Kirby that's weird too, is the fact that she doesn't know who any of these people are. Like she still hasn't watched the show, despite the fact that like she's been on the show now. Which like she's essentially doing the Kelly BB27, but it kind of working out for her.
That's enough. Oops. Sorry.
Love how Sarah said in pre-interview she wanted to rectify her mistakes. Yeah.
What are you
Yeah, if not anything, like, and I think that's the thing about Sarah, is that, like, her talk about, like, wanting to play differently this time, it's like, you're essentially just doing what you did last time, but worse. Because you're, like, essentially holding yourself back, but you're still doing the same thing. Xavier vs. the World, the best cast gameplay-wise? Maybe? I don't know.
Wouldn't be running around on some
like I mean I think like Rob, like if we're looking at Rob Bentley as like having played the worst on this season, then I think it's like, yeah, he didn't even play that bad as the first boot. Like I really and that's why I would be more into like I think George probably played the worst.
I didn't do any of this.
But even with George, it's like I get a lot of his rationale. Like I think there's like no one on this season that has like done something, and I like fully do not get where they're coming from. Unlike something like BB27. Like there has been some suboptimal play and like people not doing things that they like. Obviously, like again, George didn't play great, but like I at least get where they're coming from. Like I at least like think there is like logic there. Yeah, I think Winners at War be the other thing. I do think people are playing a lot more passively on Winners at War. Especially by the end, like, I do think, like, people like Ben, people like Denise, like, kind of just, like, gave up. But obviously, again, we're still early on in the season. Maybe that'll happen towards the end. We'll see. I think a Big Brother episode. It was okay. I think the end of it was pretty good. I felt like it really dragged for first, like essentially up to Otev. I thought the episode was dragging. And even Otev was like really dragged out. But I thought the like after the veto win was pretty good. Shawnee Fields pulling off a 3-2-1. Sure, that was obviously very intentional. Shawnee definitely won those 2 votes on her.
I know we don't have much time, but it might be smart.
Do I think David is a backstar for taking the host the gig? No, I don't. I'm not gonna fault him for taking his dream job. Now again, if it turns out that he like campaigned to like Network 10 and said, hey, fire JLP so I could take the job, then at that point, then yeah, I would say at that point he's probably true. But from what I understand, the story is that they just wanted to fire JLP and then David was just the person they picked. Which in that world, I'm like, no, I think it's fine. Which armor do I want? Not that any of this fucking matters.
Redstone Riot.
I can't say who's winning AU because I'm pretty sure who's winning AU. Yeah, 49 cast. We haven't talked about 49. Actually, generally, there's a lot to talk about. We haven't really like gone all in on Big Brother. 49's happening. Also, should probably talk about channel update at a point. But should I just talk about it now? Maybe I should just get out of the way now. Yeah, I'll be honest. And I've been like talking about the last few streams. But I think I'm just gonna bite the bullet and do it now. I think I have to give up on 2 videos a week pretty soon. Like I'm just at the point now where like I don't have the means to be consistently making 2 videos a week without completely losing my mind. And I do think the stress is like starting to get to me of like just how much I have to work on shit to keep up with it. To where, yeah, I think it's time. I was gonna wait until after 50. I was gonna try hold out until 50, but I don't think I can. So yeah, realistically, not much is gonna change for this next month, because like most of the next month is done, and like the things that aren't done are things that are like related to like shows that need, like it's like the mid-season power rank for BB27. It's the AU vs the World review and player ranking, like it's stuff like that. Like again, it's going to be probably the same for next month, but coming into October, I will say, yeah, probably like, and it's not even like a thing of like it's only gonna be 1 video a week. It's more so just like guarantee 1 video a week, and then some weeks there'll be more, some weeks there won't. Is essentially how it's going to be. Where I will still guarantee there will be a video on Saturday, and it will be a Survivor or Big Brother, like a big reality show, like video. Like that won't be changing, but I do think the Wednesday video and the consistency of them will probably stop. Because I'm falling behind, like I'm still not done writing the Guatemala retrospective. I'm still working on that. And there's just so much shit coming up, and it's just like, yeah, I just can't keep up with it. And like I knew this was happening, like it's been happening over the last like year. That I've been like losing pace. And yeah, I think I'm about to lose that pace coming into next month, and I'm just at the point where like I'm doing as much as I can already, and I actually feel like I'm probably gonna try to stop working on the channel as much. Because I think it is starting to get to me. So I legitimately, yeah, I think I gotta slow down. I'll make a post on the main channel, like I'll probably actually just put in actually I'll probably actually do it in the mid-season power rank, because again, I'm still making the mid-season power ranking on Friday, attempting to get it out on Saturday. I'm gonna be busy for Power Friday, so I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to get it out on Saturday, but it'll be out this weekend for sure. I'll probably talk about it there, and then I'll probably also put it in the post, the monthly post thing. But yeah, again, that's where I'm at with that. So yeah, yeah, back to the more fun stuff. Yeah, Survivor 49. I really like the cast actually. I do think there's a lot of like, it's a weird cast. Like it definitely feels very like kind of like Survivor 42 in a way. I don't know. Like it feels like a cast that like it is kind of more in line with like the tropes of the new era. I feel like where like when people talk about the new era, they're like, oh, it's just all these nerds and again, like what happened to the like physical people and whatever. And it's like we kind of have had more of that. Like in like 46 and 48. Like this feels like kind of like, yeah, this is a lot of like nerdy people and then Jake is there. But I do like the cast from what I've seen. I haven't done like, and I don't know how much research there really is to do on these people. Like I did watch the all the intro videos that Survivor officially put out, and I listened to the RGP podcast, and I read the bios, like I skimmed through them. So I'm not gonna make a winner. Well, I am making a winner pick, but like not in the video and not officially. But yeah, so yeah, the 49 cast assessment will be next week. I will probably record it and edit it some like immediately after the mid-season power ranking. So it'll probably be like available for members on like, I don't know, probably like Monday or Tuesday. Again, I don't want to like guarantee things at this point. But it'll probably be done around that time. But yeah, it'll officially come out next Saturday. But yeah, I'm gonna still talk about like how I feel like people are gonna do, and like my opinions on them, I guess, characters and stuff. But yeah, in terms of like picking a winner pick, I can't really do that. I think I will give like still like a, and I think to make up for that, I'll probably give like more detailed predictions of like how I think these people can do. But yeah, in terms of like an actual winner pick, I think it's just too spoilery. And I think this is it's such a weird, like 49's in such a weird spot. And again, we won't fully talk about 49 spoilers until the end. But again, 49 is spoiled, and it's very openly spoiled. And it's weird because like I would have been spoiling 49 even if I wasn't looking at things at this point. Like people are just like openly saying it all over Twitter, and like it's kind of like unavoidable. But obviously I'm not going to talk about it in like an official space on the main channel. But it is kind of like a weird aspect of this season, it's just like how openly spoiled 49 seems to be. What spoiled 49? The final 3 in the winner. But yeah. Which, yeah, I mean, like, outside of that, though, like, I don't believe it's spoiled. To be fair, I haven't been looking into 49 spoilers. But yeah, like, technically, like, we don't know who's, like, pre-merge, who's post-merge, and that sort of stuff. So, like, technically there is a lot still to predict on. But, yeah, it is a bit of a weird spot in terms of, like, winner predictions, for sure. Any new 50 spoilers? I'm trying to remember where we left off. I think so. Like, minor, like, nothing major. We still don't know the exact winner and all that stuff. But I think there's, like, minor deduction-based things happening. But still, nothing, like, too major. TMZ. I think that is insane. Yes, the TMZ making an article about Mickey drinking the lemonade, which also I found funny that it was on the show, but like just kind of as B-roll. Like that was a pretty insane thing to happen there. Left off on one person being confirmed. Yeah, I remember that. I'm trying. Like I know that I did look at All Survivor Unite's more recent posts, and I feel like there was like new tidbits in there since that last confirmation.
Yeah, but we don't know where
but it's still not anything like again like definitive. I think Savannah seems to be, yeah, I guess she's gonna pulverize those suckers. But yeah, it does seem like Savannah is like playing into the villain, which I think is interesting. Because I wasn't really expecting that, and I guess to be fair, like when her only confession that we've heard is her talking about how she's gonna pulverize these suckers, I guess you should maybe expect her to be a villain. But it very much feels like she's like actively trying to be a villain. Like she talks about in her bio that like what got her into Survivor is watching like some of the great villains of the past. So it's like it clearly is like a spot where I think she's trying to be a villain.
Yeah, hard to make sense of it all.
Which should be fun.
Well,
Then again, last time I remember, actually I guess Charity was trying to be a villain, wasn't she? Last season, I kind of forgot about that, which that didn't turn out the greatest. Someone posted a SU recap. Yeah, we could look at that at the end. That's a Kelly Wine to be nominated instead of Riley. I think it's dumb. I think I don't understand what Kelly's doing at this point. Because like Rachel should be like a very like good tool for someone like Kelly, and Kelly's just throwing it away just because she doesn't like Rachel because she's a former player.
Well, shall we?
Which is kind of lame. Which would be a new era legend. I mean, we'll have to see.
So,
I think Rizgod clearly will be.
he has this whole
I was like, Rizgod like felt so much more normal than what I was expecting. Where, yeah, I was expecting a bit more of like a wacky character, but he just seems like kind of just a normal guy.
So when he first made all this,
So yeah, I don't know. Maybe he'll be fine on the show. I don't know. It's like I guess it's like it depends on what you want from him. Where I kind of was actually hoping that he would be like kind of a wacky, like, hey, call me Rizgod, sort of thing. But he's an orc player, is not normal. That is true. Who's the last orc player on Survivor? Was it Carolyn? Like, was there one after that? Wait, Teeny wasn't Teeny? Is he actually similar to Andy? Not not really, right? Like archetype wise, still, yeah. Like they're super fan. Like, actually, I was gonna say younger Superman, but I guess Andy's not even that young, is he? Like Andy's like what, 31, 32. But still, definitely come off as young. Super fans. Like very like knee deep into the community. Wanting to be like a very like strategic player. I think actually Rizzo feels a lot more capable socially, where I think of Andy, it's like you always get the sense that he's like a tad awkward, where like I don't feel like Rizzo as much comes off as that. Yeah, oh yeah, the snake. Yeah, I was wrong. I was legitimately like flabbergasted when Amanda went home. Like even like watching the episode, I did not think Amanda was going home. Like that legitimately shocked me to see Amanda go home. Like I was fully expecting like Derek to save Amanda. So where yeah, that was yeah, I guess a bit of a loss. I don't know who's winning at this point. Like I would say probably what, Frank or Jack are probably like the two front runners. But yeah, I don't know. Mickey's booter tomorrow. Where she land in the boot ranking? Thinking this through. Above or below Zach? She's probably still number 1 of the boots so far, but she obviously played terribly. Or Derek, yeah. I think the thing about Derek, like, I forgot, this was my takeaway coming out of this episode with Derek, is that I feel like it was weird that they showed like him regretting not saving Amanda. And I feel like would that be there if he won? Like, wouldn't they be like justifying like his every decision? Of being like, again, like, would we be seeing him say, "Fuck, I should have taken out Amanda"? Or yeah, it's like that was like my hesitancy with him. I mean, I played Bubsy 4, obviously. Genuinely, I thought about pre-ordering the physical copy of it just because I thought it'd be funny, but I didn't. Do I care enough to even do anything here? Yeah, whatever. Cool. What a great thing I did.
That's exactly right.
Let's see, Amazing Race. I saw that it came out like a trailer for Amazing Race Australia. I didn't bother watching it.